Well, I guess I may have to use this guy. So, let's fire him up. Oh dear. It's fine. That's fine.
Hi, welcome back. On today's episode, we're going to jack up the car and try and get the brake lines fixed on it. Maybe even plumb some fuel lines, I don't really know. But the day is young, so let's get started. My strategy here is to use two jacks. The first one is the black one over there, and it jacks it up a little bit, and then I can get my blue one, which is taller, and then get a higher lift off the ground. See how it goes. I must be living on a prayer, because I think I'm halfway there. I think we're good.
Okay, now the next step is going to be to pop the 4 tires off and give us a little bit of room underneath, so let's take care of that. For my money, getting a tire off, nothing's better than a good old 4-way, so we'll pop these off real quick and get back to you. Alright, so I have sprayed, lubricated these with penetrating oil, Lucas I believe, because I need to get this guy off and replaced because he's not working. Also, I was looking at this and I'm like, this is, you know, great, but we could try, this is not light, okay, we could try replacing it. Maybe. I don't know if that's the same size actually. Anyway, and to help get that line off, I got a little toolkit that is line wrenches. So these are a more complete circle than, that's actually I think the right one, 3/8, than a normal wrench. So we'll try getting it off with that. All right, line wrench over the line, and on the nut, maybe. And I have the 10mm and that seems to fit on there pretty well. If I can get it on there. Well, but like when I turn it, it's really just stripping this, so it's not working very well at all. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is stripped now, so it's not really coming out. So I'm going to try and take that one off to maybe get a better angle at the line to get it out. Alright, so trying to get that nut off. I broke off the brake line already, so that's great. But still trying to get that nut off so I can put a new brake line in that I don't even know how to do now that I'm thinking about it, because okay, well, I mean, maybe I don't know. Well, I guess I may have to use this guy. So, let's fire him up. Oh dear. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is all good. I am so happy with the life choices I have made. Pretty colors, though. I have no idea how long to do this, if I should be doing it, or anything like that. We're just going with the flow. Turn it off. All right, that's probably warm now. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can just put on a 10mm socket. Look at that, I actually have my 10mm socket in my set. Keep your tools by your side and they'll never let you down. Do need this little adapter-rooney though for it. Loose. It doesn't fit like that. Poop. I don't know how long this thing stays hot. Like, yeah, we're not. We are not getting any. I don't think. Well, maybe, I don't know. I can't tell if the bolts. Oh, it is moving. Ha! Would you look at that? Looks like heating it up worked. Is this too hot to touch? Yep, that is way too hot to touch. Okay, so combination of the penetrant oil and hot flame was actually able to get this off. Now, I don't know how hot is it? That's yeah. All right. There, that thing is, it's hot, but it's out now, so we're making progress. All right, I got the brake line from the distribution block to the drinker side front out. As you can see, it's not in the best of shape, so I'm going to assume there was probably a leak somewhere along here, but that's okay. We're going to try and bend some new line in. I don't really know if we can hold the shape of that, but you know, as long as it's a solid piece of metal that's transferring liquid, we should be good. I did become a big believer in using fire, though. That helps to get fittings out that are quite stuck. So I'd never used it before today, but if you have something stuck, just getting one of those and blasting it for 15-30 seconds can make a big difference. All right, let's go try and bend some line. Okay, so doing brake lines is maybe not the most fun, but it's not terrible. Just a lot of rust in the eye is the worst part, really. And then laying in the rust, also not great. But a couple of things really helped out today. So I got a higher jack, so I was able to jack the car up higher, so I had an extra, maybe 6 inches to work with, which really makes all the difference, especially if you're kind of a husky guy like I am. Having some extra room to move around really helps out. The penetrating oil, using that on flanges and bolts that are stuck is a good way to try and loosen them up. And then finally, the torch. Not being afraid to kind of use that, just being aware of where you're using it at, so you're not, setting your car on fire. All of that really helped get that old brake line out. So at this point, I've got to put a new brake line in from the distribution block to the front drinker side. All 3 other brake lines, I guess, were redone in when I picked up the car because I had some work done to it. It was just that one line that wasn't, which I wish they'd have just done all 4 of them, but whatever. But anyway, we're working on that, so I've got to figure out how to kind of bend that line back. I don't know if I have enough daylight left today to do that, but we will give that a shot. And then we can bleed the brakes to try and get them working again, and we're moving forward. And then fuel line, gotta figure out why that return line's not working. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I have the pieces of brake line, the old ones. This is the new one. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but there's a little bit of a difference. Anyway, so I'm trying to rearrange the pieces of the brake line in the same pattern so I can bend the new brake line to match it, but it's not quite fitting together. So what I think I'm going to do now is measure the length of the brake lines and cut a piece of tubing from my new brake line that is a little bit longer than that, and then try and bend each of these in so I have kind of a rough shape. That's the plan at the moment. We'll see how it shakes out. Kind of using a tape measure to roughly guesstimate the inches on this. I added up each of the little segments individually, and then gave myself about an extra 5 inches, so I got 63 inches. So I need 63 inches of this here pipe, so I will cut that off with this pipe cutter, and then we can start trying to bend it. I don't need to worry about all of the little bends, but this one is the one that comes from the distribution block. So I think I need to try and really replicate this piece as much as possible, because that's going to be in a tight spot, as well as the piece on the end that went into the brake line, which I believe is that spot. Okay, so I have this measured out to 63 inches. So it's not really super duper straight, but I'm going to be bending it anyway, so I guess that's probably okay. And that should leave me with about 5 inches of extra line at the end, which is what I want. So let me go ahead and cut it with the pipe cutter, and I will get back to you shortly. And to cut it with a pipe cutter, this part's pretty simple. Just kind of put it on there and you twirl it. I think I did that before when I was messing with the brakes previously, but yeah, you just kind of twirl it, and every couple of turns you tighten it up a little bit, and it'll slowly kind of work its way through the pipe, and it will make two pieces out of one. Yeah. I don't know if there's a right or wrong direction to turn this, but we're gonna just keep going this way. Oh, success. As you can see, I've got the end of this pipe, and so now, I have created a lightning rod. No, just something to stop a car. Speaking of stopping cars, did you know that the old trolley system that they used in San Francisco, it would have its brakes on the train, and if that didn't work, it had like a big old steel nail that would basically drive into the road to try and stop it, and if that didn't work, its third and final emergency brake system was the driver of the train, the engineer, just taking a big log and throwing it out the front to try and get it to stop. How far we have come. Okay, step number 5,666 in repairing your vehicle is going to be to try and match this bend with this. Oofda. I have one of these handy dandy tools. This should be 3/8. Is it 5/16? Or does it matter? It probably does matter. As I was saying, it really does matter, so make sure you have it on the right setting. Okay. Now, you also want to make sure you put these things on before you flare it, the little endings. I'm not flaring it yet, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright, how are we doing so far? I don't know. It looks a little kinked off, so I used the right tool for it. Okay. So it needs just a little more bend. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Now coming down here, I need a minor bend. That probably should be done with a tool as well. We're making some progress. Now I've got another bend. That one can probably be done by hand. It's not too severe. I mean, we're kind of making progress, you know. Is it beautiful? No. Will it work? Maybe. I'm gonna just keep on going as long as the daylight will let me and trying to make these bends. Well, everyone, I think I've pretty much lost the light for this weekend, so I think that's going to be just about as far as I can get. But we made good progress. I got the car jacked up on 4 jack stands. It's now easier to get under. I used high pressured water to kind of clean out from under it, so all that rust is gone, so it should be cleaner now to get under there. I've got a good start, I think, on the one brake line that needs to be repaired, and when that's done, that will really help move us along, because then just need to bleed the brakes, and then we can start moving the car and seeing how that's working. I do want to ask you guys your opinion though, because I switched it from central fuel injected to carbureted. So right now I've got a Holley fuel pump pressure regulator to step down the pressure from the 30 to 60 psi that the factory fuel pump gives me to 3 to 5. But should I get a mechanical pump and install that instead, then I wouldn't need the pressure regulator. But would that be more work than it's worth? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you have an opinion on it. I would appreciate that. But I hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving, and that your fall/winter is coming along well. And if you're working on any projects, please let me know. I'm really excited to hear about all of them. I know a lot of you guys have really cool older cars, and I love to hear about how you like them and you keep them up. And I think it's a really great community that we all have here, as you know, kind of classic car enthusiasts on a budget. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.